What's up guys, back with some more Sage. It's actually crazy how we still haven't reached the end of this thing yet. So this expo just keeps getting bigger, and we are still in the indie game showcase, so I have yet to actually reach the Sonic games, which is okay because the majority of these entries are actually really good. So before we get started, I want to say that any of the Sage demos that require you to go to Steam to download them, I will cover those in a later video. So, the first game up is Posses Quest, which is a 2D platformer with a gimmick that lets you switch between characters in order to advance in the level. You start the game off as the game's protagonist, but you're told to walk into an enemy, thus killing yourself, but actually taking over the enemy in the process. So the gameplay is pretty simple. You just use the enemies for their unique abilities. Some have high jumping, and others have abilities like hovering. So, you could just walk into the enemies to possess them. You don't have to worry about taking damage or dying like that. So, to avoid dying, you just basically need to avoid the bottomless pits. It has controller support, and it has responsive inputs as well. So, I'd say that this is a good one. Next is Project Rascal, which is a game that I've played at a previous Sage. I remember loving this game and saying that it was the unofficial Sonic Adventure 3, and my feelings are still the same. This game is just so fun and it's easy to control. You have so many abilities like double jumping, spin dashing, drop dashing, homing attacks, and so much more. This demo has you playing in a time attack mode, which features a test stage course. The stage is set up in ways to test your abilities and to understand the objects around you, like springs and rails to grind on. If you play Sonic the Hedgehog games, you will adapt to this game pretty quickly. I am waiting for the full release of this game. I absolutely love it. Prototype N is a 2D action shooter game very similar to Megaman. You have a jump, a slide, and a standard buster. You can find more powers to use in the stage and swap between them using the bumpers. Yes, I said bumpers because the game actually does have controller support, which is really good. The game is great and the music is also great. I played the entire demo and I hope to see more from this game in the future. Next is Radventure, which is another returning Sage game. This has controller support for the 360 but not for the DS4, so I ended up just using the keyboard and mouse. If you watch my previous videos, you know that I am absolutely horrible with keyboard and mouse, so just be prepared to see some scrub gameplay in this video. I think that this game is ran on the Unity engine. It feels very nice and it looks great. The visuals in this game are probably the best I've seen from any game at this year's Expo. It would even drop frames at a few times when running around the city. When I'm playing this game, I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do. I always find myself reaching the city area with the friendly NPCs and then doing some small tasks for them. Not exactly sure if the game has any actual stages that you're supposed to run through and fight enemies, but the movement and control is actually really good. So we are going to stop here because there were a couple more games, but they either didn't work or the demos required you to go and download them from Steam. So like I said earlier, we're going to cover the Steam games in a later video. So I thank you all for watching, liking, and subbing, and I will see you all next time. Take care.